What is up? It is another Saturday night. We're here.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you quality Canadian content. Do not believe all opinions expressed on this podcast, but they will be otherwise law. Canadian law.
So, if I were to say I love my Canadian brothers, is that not accurate?
That goes without saying.
Okay. Well, because
Yeah.
you said that not everything said is true. All I was going to say was
Some
tonight
people
we
don't
are
love me. Some people don't love me, but yeah.
protesting
Most Canadians
Canada. The Vault decided not to show tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
It was not in any kind of protest. He loves us and Pippi.
He's staging his own January 6th against Canada. He's insurrecting.
No, in reality, for any viewers, he is in the middle of a farm in the middle of nowhere and technical
agricultural activities.
Yes, he's avoiding shit piles, but not to be a pile of shit. I, Maestro, am going to hand over the reins to Sir Pippi G. Hochelaga. What?
That's
Either way.
It?
To Pippi.
Well,
hand over the reins to Pippi tonight. Take it away, Mr.
Oh, it's a pleasure,
Canadian.
Maestro.
He's our token
pleasure
Canadian.
For my first time. It's always been a pleasure so far, being offered to host. My panelist here is Mr. Jacques Strap, a good Quebec lad, like his hockey team in Quebec. Quebec bred, Quebec trained, Quebec talent. And the Maestro. In a nod to Canada, his state owns most of the Stanley Cups we've lost in recent years. So,
that's hilarious. And we're probably one of the very few states in the National Hockey League that never has natural ice.
I've played hockey.
Yeah. They have the only place that people can ice skate or practice hockey are indoor skating rinks because it's never never cold enough unless you skate in the middle of the night on like 3 nights out of the year and expect it to melt by morning.
Yeah, if it's froze that quickly, it's not gonna be safe enough to skate on. That's kind of a rule of thumb.
No, it won't. Yeah. It won't freeze. It won't freeze before it would melt. So
yeah.
Anyways,
tonight in honor of Canada Day coming up this July 1st. We're going to discuss Canadian contributions to music, good, bad, and ugly. And I'm going to hit you with some Canadian facts. In honor of what we call Canada Day now, it was originally called Dominion Day because we were part of the British Empire in 1867 when we became a country. So we became a separate part of the Dominion. And old-timers love Dominion Day. New kids today never heard of it. They think it's Canada Day. And tonight my name is Pippi G. Hochelaga because Hochelaga was the name of the first village ever settled in Canada. It's an Algonquin word meaning small collective or village. And the French settled it in the 1600s. And it's the oldest European village in the Western Hemisphere, aside from one in Newfoundland that the Vikings did over 500 years ago. So, Hochelaga.
Are they the original YMCA?
They are. The Newfoundland Vikings.
Shout out to our Norwegian countries as I'm eating candy
I'm looking at
There's
you,
a
Vietnam Bob.
Swedish style
Ooh.
strawberry dream. Something new
Are
for
those
me.
puffs?
I don't know.
Are those puffs?
They're gummies.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen them. Saw them at the Dollar Tree the other day. I was
Look like they're from
all right,
badminton,
I'll try them.
shuttlecocks.
I like strawberry. Like
Looks like the
strawberry
end
a
of a
lot.
badminton birdie.
Love the peach gummies. So hey, fuck it. Let's see how the strawberry ones do.
Bring it on. So tonight, again, Canadian music. A lot of names that you like we've mentioned Steppenwolf quite a few times. Everyone knows Born to Be Wild and Magic Carpet Ride, but how many people realize it's a Canadian band? Like even in Canada, we don't hype them as our boys. It's like always the Guess Who or Rush. So, what do you guys think of Canadian music? When did you guys each first become aware of Canada?
Mike Myers.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably Mike Myers is a big. Hey, I'm Canadian, but for me, I don't know. Yeah, like on a fame level, probably Mike Myers would be the first.
Yeah, I mean that's a
SNL.
good yeah, and it's a good gauge because that's most of what I know about America. Like Canadians know shitloads about America because we watched a lot of American television growing up, and you get inundated with, shit. We didn't learn it in school, but we know it. So Mike Myers is a perfect example of how you guys would learn about Canada because you probably don't cover a lot of it in your high school and elementary school.
Another for me was Ryan Reynolds as well, knowing he was from Canada, very popular here, especially like being Van Wilder, which is like I was middle school, I think, when that came out. High school, middle school, something like that.
The Mackenzie, Bob and Doug Mackenzie too were one that kind of got America into Canada eccentricities in the 80s when the off SCTV, Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
I got to give shout out to Sandra Bullock too, right? Isn't she Canadian?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
John Prine?
Mm-mm. Female Canadian actress.
I mean, there's tons of them. I don't know.
Yeah, but
as big as her, the one from The Notebook, wasn't she Canadian?
Rachel
McAdams.
Yeah. I think Ryan Gosling's Canadian.
Is he?
Yeah.
Anyhow, the power of computer, right?
Yeah, Mike Myers is a good. He's a good representation of like what's funny about Canada. We have a sense of humor. We have a lot of weird, quirky things that are relatable. And Mike Myers is the perfect ambassador for capturing that, I think.
And Rachel McAdams was.
Another one for me is Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. Good Burnaby boy.
I forget he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Nay. Oh, Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix.
Oh, yeah. She's from Victoria, I think.
Nev Campbell. Wild Things.
Yeah. We all remember Wild Things. That was good.
Pool scene.
That was when DVDs came out and you could really pause in high def.
High-ish def.
Yeah. So, let's discuss some Canadian music. Mr. Jacques Strap.
Right
I'd love
at
to hear
him.
what you think.
I knew that was coming.
Cuts like a knife.
All right, hang on a second there.
But it feels so
showed
rad.
this. I don't know if I've showed this on this podcast yet. But this is
Don't make me take the reins back. Oh, okay.
Bryan Adams diamond record. If you look really close, there's a diamond in the center of the CD. And that was presented to Susan Campbell, because she was not married yet, by the Bryan Adams Management Group, because the album Waking Up the Neighbors sold 100 million copies, 1 million units in Canada. So it goes diamond.
So at this point, she was not Mrs. Jihad yet.
She was not Mrs. Hachalaga yet, no.
Oh yes,
She was hot. She was hot though. She was hot before I was.
Anyways,
No. Play nice. Okay. Mr. Maestro.
see, you mentioned him already, but I'm gonna give him a shout out anyways. I'm a big fan of the Guess Who. Ironically, I found out about them or first got into them from American Woman. But the song, took a different context when it's like, okay, so they're Canadians singing about American women. I get it. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like I think I listened to No Time and New Mother Nature, stuff like that, more than
Share
I
the
did.
Land.
Yeah, like once I started listening to that stuff, like all of it, other than just American Woman, I was like, okay, I really like this band a lot.
Yeah.
My dad
They're-
usually had a lot of that stuff on.
Yeah, they were when I first started getting into music, I was living in Winnipeg, and they were just like at the peak, and Randy Bachman had just left the Guess Who, started BTO, so Winnipeg was kind of the buzz city of Canadian music at the time. So we knew everything about the Guess Who and just lived on them.
Shout out to my dad for teaching me the difference between the Who and the Guess Who when I was a kid. Yeah.
So little things make a big difference. Well, my Canadian band I will go with is one of the things. Okay, I'm not going to mention Rush. I mean, I already just did, but I love one of the things Rush has always said is they love people like them, and they remembered what it was like being an opening band. Get no sound check. You just have to get on stage. Use the other band's amps without being allowed to set anything. And some bands were really nice to them, and them and Kiss were opening acts together at the same time, and they learned to be nice to opening bands. And there's some really great Canadian bands that Rush put them on the map because they took them on early on in their career, and they're good ambassadors. And one of them is 5440. Oh no, sorry, not I'm not. No. One of them is Max Webster. I don't know if you guys know the song "Go for Soda" by Kim Mitchell, anything like that. But Max Webster toured the world as Rush's opening act for a year, and then they'd bring a different band. They all made it really big in Canada. Not so sure about worldwide, but Canadian fame was a lot of money back then because we had content laws where the radios had to play 50% Canadian music. So a lot of bands that wouldn't have got a chance otherwise got really good paychecks to this day because they became hits. And the band I'm going to go with is Max Webster. Band from Toronto. Wrote really great pop tunes, good musicianship. And it was 4 people. It wasn't one person. It's like Jethro Tull. It's just not a guy.
I feel like tonight you're the vault.
Oh, I'm the vault of nonsense.
That's a cool thing about making sure that half the artists played are Canadians, not letting the American and British bands take over the airwaves,
It's
keeping that
it's
local
pretty creative,
sound out
yeah.
there. That's cool.
It's creating
It makes
an
me
art
wonder.
scene. Yeah.
It makes me wonder how many of those bands became successful in the United States and elsewhere because of that, getting played in those other places.
Yeah, it's crossover, a radio station in Cleveland is hearing Toronto's music and stuff like that.
That's
A lot of
just
crossover.
that's a
Buffalo,
really
yeah.
cool that's a really cool way to I don't know, give back to your country.
Yeah. A lot of people bitched about it in the 80s because, they going, big record companies didn't like it because they had to hype bands that, why are we pushing this? Just because they're local. Well, some of these local bands deserve a chance. Some of them made it and surprised you. Yeah.
The ones that suck don't keep getting played.
That's right. Mr. Strap. Do you have something to add?
I'll go with "A Man Without Hats," the Safety Dance.
Good one. Do you know their other hit song?
No,
They had one called "Pop Goes the World." I don't know if you know that. Again, it was a
no.
Canadian song, so we heard the shit out of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Strawberries were pretty
Safety
good.
Safety Dance was pretty big too because, right at the birth of MTV, you know, put a midget on and like we're gonna watch.
And of course a Canadian band would have a hit song about safety.
Politely, yes. Safety, if you don't mind, dance.
Mm-hmm. I've got this new dance, but
Yeah.
it's safe.
Actually, that's what I meant to say. I meant to add that earlier when you comment on Canadian music. You have to phrase it in the form of an apology. To a little Jeopardy tinge on it. Mr. Maestro.
Another artist who had a famous song about American thing. I'll go with Mr. Neil Young, who sang about the crimes being committed in Ohio.
Yeah.
I I got a lot of respect. Like, he's a Canadian artist, and he came down.
Was that Crosby,
was
Stills,
very-
Nash and Young, or was that Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
That was Neil Young as a person being
No.
Canadian.
Ohio.
Oh, Ohio? No, that was Neil Young
Yeah.
solo.
Is it? You sure? I'm
I,
gonna call shenanigans on this one.
I thought it was. I could have sworn it was for a long time. I could be
If
wrong.
anything, I thought you were going with Neil Young for getting,
Well, no, just Neil Young in
inspiring
general.
Leonard Skinner to write "Sweet Home Alabama" by writing when Neil Young wrote "Southern Man." It's like, yeah, you inspired one of the best songs ever. You made "Sweet Home Alabama" possible.
Ohio solo Neil Young.
Four Dead in Ohio. That song.
Yes, Neil
Oh, wow.
Young's protest song "Ohio," a direct, anguished reaction to the Kent State shootings of May 4th, 1970. It was
I
written
always thought that was
after
Crosby, Stills,
Ohio-
and Nash. Holy shit.
It was written after the Ohio National Guard opened fire on unarmed college students protesting the Vietnam War. 4 killed, 9 wounded. Neil
Yeah.
Young wrote the track almost immediately after viewing the harrowing photographs of the shooting in Life magazine. Recognizing the urgency and gravity of the moment, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young rushed to the studio to record the song.
Oh, okay. So Young wrote
So it's
it.
his song. He wrote the song.
Oh, yeah, but he's in the
He-
band, so that's legit.
He sang it. The band sang it, but he still sings it solo once he left the band because he wrote the song.
I always just assumed it was CSNY.
So
Yeah.
we'll give it 50-50.
Well, it's a good one. No,
How's
that's
that?
that's full credit, man. You schooled
Well, I
the
mean, I
Pitney.
was more so just shouting out Neil Young and commenting on the fact that, like the Guess Who, he sang in a song about American.
Yeah.
But I was leading into the fact that I had a lot of respect for him because, being Canadian, to see that kind of thing happening in our country and saying, you know what, this is wrong. I need to make awareness, use my platform, my voice as a Canadian.
Yeah, music was the medium.
Yeah,
And
but I'm
that's-
saying, like, to see the
Yeah.
injustice, the humanity injustice, not just some political
Yeah.
thing, but the humanity of what was
Yeah.
happening, and say this isn't right. Doesn't matter what country I'm in, I'm gonna stand up and call it out. That's cool. Respect.
Neil Young's the man. We have a funny Neil Young story if you want to hear more nonsense. When
of
Sue
course.
was working
Always.
for Warner Music, she made me change my clothes before going to see Neil Young because I was out mowing the lawn. I had cut off khaki army pants and a kind of a wife beater shirt and a baseball hat. And she goes, "No, it's going to a fucking concert. Come on, I'm working." So she we go to the concert and she goes, we're sitting by the the late Tom Harrison. He's a Canadian music reviewer. Great guy. Shout out to the Harrison family. Um, and Tom Harrison sitting beside Sue, and Sue goes, "Fucking Everett, I made him get changed. He's out there mowing. He's got his mowing the lawn clothes." And she tells me what I'm wearing, and Harrison's like looking at me, and he's like, "What the fuck's the problem, man? Like, what's wrong with those clothes?" And I said, "I don't know, but she doesn't like them." And then Neil Young comes on stage, and he's wearing cut off fucking army pants, a wife beater shirt, and a baseball hat. And then in the review the next day, Tom Harrison wrote, "Neil Young appeared on stage looking like he'd just finished mowing the lawn."
That is awesome. That is some straight up Forrest Gump shit right there.
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
And about that concert too, what really struck with me was, do you know the song "Damage Done" by Neil Young? It's about another person died from the needle. Another one went down. People dying from overdoses, and it's called "Oh, Damage Done." And when that song came on, you could feel this chill go through the audience, like everyone's goosebumps, because and it related to somebody everybody knew. And it was just like the silence in a big stadium was deafening when he sang that song.
The sound of silence.
Yeah. All right, so back to
Couldn't help
Mr.
myself.
Pippi G. Hochelaga. I'm going to give you some interesting facts. Did you know America lost a war with Canada? In 1812.
War on tariffs?
I don't know. I didn't know. Tariffs aren't a bad thing. Everyone does them. It's like,
sorry.
Hey, there we go.
I told myself I was going to be more on that tonight.
Yeah, okay. That's good. In 1812, America lost to a woman. If you're going to throw it out, I'm going to throw it out. A woman that was a school teacher in New York in 1812 heard some American generals or American soldiers talking about a raid on Canada. She got a boat, rowed across a river, got to Ontario. The Algonquin Indians found her in the woods, and she said, "Take me to Colonel Fitzgibbons." And Colonel Fitzgibbons met with this Laura Secord, a school teacher, and was warned that the Americans planned to invade, and Canada turned them back as far as almost Washington, D.C. in that particular battle. And every town or city in Canada has a Laura Secord school, usually an elementary school, in honor of her.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's a little Canadian trivia for you. So you guys lost a war to us. Not many people can say that. The natives and you. Oh. Yeah.
I don't know. There might be a country that can say that right now.
No, but they
sure
haven't lost a war
that
to
way.
Canada. They haven't lost a war to Canada. You guys are on that short list.
If you pay any attention to the media, your prime minister is pretty much embarrassing the fuck out of Trump constantly.
He's an intellectual.
He's funny.
He flies over Trump's head, yeah. And Trump
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
realize he's getting
It's
zinged
very
a lot,
apparent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Treating him like, if you watch some of the footage from the G7 summit,
Yeah.
he seriously looked like he was visiting his father in a nursing home. When he was talking to Trump, he looked like he was visiting his dad in a nursing home. Like,
Are you okay? Are they? No, they're not stealing your stuff. They're not stealing your stuff. Relax.
Leaned over talking to him at the table, like explaining, I thought you would like that, like.
Do you remember this guy? He's your friend. You signed a pact with him 3 months ago.
Saying it louder, like he's got his hearing aid in.
Yeah.
It was
I didn't know you
hilarious.
guys watched G7. I didn't know you guys watched G7.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. It's in the news, though. All right, my next
I
Canadian
mean, I didn't
band.
watch all of it. I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've heard of it. Like I always think that most American networks, like when someone goes to a summit, they just go, "Oh yeah, it's a bunch of the pinko countries that have lefty governments."
Yeah, I mean, they talk about it.
Yeah. Well, my next one, Canadian band, is in honor of Mr. Jacques Strapp, whose favorite band is Hootie and the Blowfish. Um, Darius Rucker's favorite band is a Canadian band, 5440, who I used to be the goalie on their ball hockey team, and my band used to tour with them. And they did, Hootie did the song Every Time
Go
I
Blind.
Think of You, I Go Blind. Yeah, that was a 5440 song. And they toured together in eastern U.S. and eastern Canada, so they're all good buddies, and it's pretty cool. Nice royalty check
It is
for the
pretty cool.
5440 guys, courtesy of Hootie.
Hootie!
Yeah, while doing research for this show, I found that out today.
Cool,
It was in my back pocket, but
yeah.
you beat me to it.
You're gonna throw a knuckler when I was looking for a fastball. Huh?
No.
Yeah. I just disarmed you.
It's
Mr.
like
Strapp.
1812.
That's right. It's 1812 all over again.
I'll go with Loverboy.
Nice one.
Turn me loose.
My brother saw. Okay, I'm gonna just give you a shitload of stories because this is all Canadian music and this was my life. So my brother, I was supposed to take him to see Loverboy, or no, I was supposed to take him to see Kiss on November 5th, 1980, and I came down with tonsillitis and I couldn't go, and it was going to be his second concert ever because I took him to Rush a year earlier, and so he and my dad went, and we knew Kiss would be a great show. I think it was the Dynasty tour. I Was Made for Loving You. And he came in to see me in the hospital the next day, and I said, "How's the Kiss show?" And it was his favorite band in the world. He goes, "It was awesome, man." He's telling me all about it. He goes, "The opening band was this band. They had the fucking worst name ever, Loverboy." I was like, we're like, we'll never hear of them again. And yeah.
Little did
Pippi's
you
been
know.
wrong a few times. But yeah, they had some great songs, man. They're Hall of Famers, man.
Oh yeah,
Turn Me Loose and
Canadian Hall of Fame. Eh?
Hall of Fame, eh? Well, Maestro.
Well, I'm gonna go back to when I was a youngin'. A very, 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 very popular best-selling album came out in 1995. I was about 9 years old right then, and that would be Miss Alanis Morissette with the Jagged Little Pill album, which had a lot of fucking great songs and hits and a lot
The
of
Game
women.
Changer.
I remember it really was because like you saw like a change in the female culture. Like women started becoming a little more like
They were allowed to be angry.
they were embracing the bitch.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
were doing. They were embracing their inner bitch. Like
Yeah.
you saw it. A lot more women were like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah. We had a
Very
bunch of girls
empowering.
lived upstairs from Sue and I. They shared a suite, and that album was played a lot. Every time one of them would get in a fight with their boyfriend, it was like Alanis cranked.
Yeah. I had a lot of friends, a lot of girls that were friends of mine. Like they really got into a lot of those songs, whatever, and you
Yeah.
just saw this like change in their personality. Like it was cool.
Yeah.
I was never on the wrong end of it, so it was cool.
Yeah. I think Alanis is one of the most beautiful women in the world too. She's just a stunning, beautiful woman.
I actually got to see her. Or no, sorry, never mind. I didn't get to see her. It was somebody else. Continue. I was
Okay.
about to fuck that up.
Okay. I told this story a couple weeks ago, seeing her in a 30-seat club, because everyone thought it was going to be the little mall rat Alanis, from her Disney Channel sort of era, and then she came out singing about "fuck the world, fuck boys." I'm gonna, if you don't like the way, if you're not gonna fuck me right, I'm gonna fuck you right myself. That was her attitude, and people weren't ready for that. And there was like 30 people in this club going, "Holy shit, this is wicked." So,
I hear that
Canadian, yeah, I heard that. Was that you?
That's the thunder. I told you.
Holy
I told you
shit,
backstage. Yeah. It's just a normal Florida storm for us. Like it's really
Yeah.
nothing out of the unusual, but it's powerful. It'll knock out power and shit. Like lightning strikes like a lot. Central Florida is like the lightning capital of the world.
Yeah. Nothing but a lightning storm is spectacular too.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful to watch from inside.
If you're one of those stoners, you know, and one of those stoners, and you like looking out the window during a storm, you know, lightning's free entertainment.
Oh no, I'm saying after one's already knocked out power.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we might as well sit on the porch or watch out the windows and see the rain and everything because there's no pure darkness in the house other than the candles. There's nothing else to do. Kids are sleeping. Might as well enjoy it, you know?
I remember riding my bike home from the golf course one time. And you had to drive across this airfield in Winnipeg to get to the military housing we lived in. So we just cut across the airstrip, and all of a sudden this big lightning storm came up, and we're riding our bicycles with, 12 lightning bolts sitting out of our fucking back with the golf clubs on our back. So we threw them and just had to lay flat on the field for like an hour and a half till the lightning went away.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, here, there are all kinds of stories about people getting struck by lightning when they're playing golf.
Yeah.
And you're holding one club.
Yeah. It's a Caddyshack, wasn't it? They did that too.
Yeah. No, actually, I went to school with a girl whose father got struck by lightning playing golf.
Yeah. It's more common than winning a lottery.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to look at the time buzzing by. Hey, we didn't do time in a bottle.
No, you skipped it. It is all you tonight, Pippin.
I am the worst toast in the world. I do not respect the chain of command. The pirates, the rule in the captain's logbook. Respect the chain of command. Hey, Mr. Jacques Strap, would you please accept my usual Canadian apology with an extra, I'm sorry, thrown on top?
Just hit me up with some poutine and we're good.
Listen, it's just the Canadian way of doing it tonight is that you get to wait until the middle part because the Canadian is going to talk first. It's
like a pie chart. It's like half the show's going to make sense. The other half's going to be complete nonsense.
And this is where this is the pivot point. What happens after this will either make the stuff we said before make sense or be pure nonsense.
That's right.
Or maybe you just got to watch the show backwards.
Pie. Oh, we should put some satanic messages in. Natus. Natus. Now, if anyone finds that that'll get us canceled when we're famous. He said Satan backwards! God damn him! He's like Led Zeppelin.
Of course, because whoever makes that case against you would significantly clip it for that reason. They would take it completely out of context. Everything you said before and after it wouldn't be
Natus.
See this right here? They would just do that.
That's a perfect clip. I'll save them clipping
It's a GIF. You just gave them a GIF. Like they will completely take it out of context.
And being the great host I am, we're doing time in a bottle.
So for 1963, we got Sukiyaki by Kiru Sakamoto. For 1977, we got
Hang on, Donnie. Last week when you said that one, I'd never heard of it. I forgot to look it up. I thought, is this like a prank? Are they fucking with me just making up some shit I've never heard of? Because it's 1963. But you've used it 2 weeks in a row, so I'm going to say it's legit.
I think I said it right this week. Okay. Last week I was high, so probably didn't say it right.
You looking at lightning or something?
Anyways.
1977, Gonna Fly Now, the Rocky theme by Bill Conti.
Bill Conti Band. Yeah.
For 1979, Ring My Bell by Anita Ward.
That's been there for 1986. A few weeks now.
On My Own, Patti LaBelle, and Michael McDonald. And then a few on this day. We got for 1968, Elvis Presley appeared on an NBC TV show that they declared was like his comeback show. In 1970,
Was that the
Queen,
Vegas one?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Queen did their first gig at the Serraro City Hall in Cornwall, England. And then in 1994, Aerosmith did the first downloaded song. And that's my time in the
Cool.
bottle.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Aerosmith on the tip of the web revolution, eh?
Yeah.
Downloading it. That's pretty cool. You always hear about guys like Prince standing up to record companies and saying, "Oh, Aerosmith is right in there too." They
Yeah.
saw the change coming.
Well, one of the names that I remember hearing the most, like battling against file sharing and LimeWire and all that, was Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich.
Oh yeah, what was that? Not Spotify. What was that called?
LimeWire.
No, that wasn't there another one.
Napster.
Napster, yeah. South Park again addressed it beautifully when Moop wouldn't play because Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Poor Alanis, she can't afford a luxury. Or no, poor Britney Spears. She can't afford the
Yeah.
luxuries that she has to want to have the private jet with no microwave.
And then Cartman with the Christian band.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that the
Was that
finger
just-
banger?
No, that was Faith Plus One. They have a bet to see who would be more famous first, Moop or Faith Plus One.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the Finger Bang was the boy band. That
Yeah.
was a much earlier season. The one we're talking about, they wanted to see who could get a platinum record sale,
Yeah.
million albums first.
What was the?
They
Wasn't
got
there a heavy
murdered.
metal one too, where Timmy sang with a heavy metal band, and they
Mhm.
kept making fun of
That's a newer
Collins.
season.
Yeah, Phil Collins was going, "You can't go look at them because they're just looking at a freak in a chair singing in front of a heavy metal band." Then Phil Collins is so old, everyone's going, "You're just looking at a freak old guy singing with a good band."
Yeah, that was another
I
good
can't
one.
remember. Timmy and something else was the name of the band. Okay, so I believe it's my turn again for a Canadian band. Let's throw some female content. Joni Mitchell.
Alanis Morissette wasn't female
Yeah,
enough for you?
no, I'm gonna throw some more in. Yeah, I know you led with that's a good rep too. Joni Mitchell, you know, she was a beautiful hippie that the media loved, and she wrote great messages, and she was part of that Neil Young, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Buffalo Springfield, that whole California commune collective that, got a lot of messages out to people that needed to be heard, and yeah, a great voice.
That was a movement
It was,
back
yes.
then. Kind of feels like we're on the verge of another one.
Jefferson Starship too, and they're part of that whole scene back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Which became Starship. Or no, it started as it was Starship and then Jefferson.
Jefferson Airplane, then
Jefferson
Starship,
Airplane, Jefferson
Jefferson
Starship,
Starship,
to just
then
Starship.
Starship, and then of course, as Homer said, and
Which
then it
led to
became the Alan Parsons,
Yeah.
which is apparently, I think, some kind of hovercraft.
I love
The wisdom of Homer. Mr. Jacques Lestrap.
I actually seen these guys live with Hootie, Bare Naked Ladies.
Good one.
Oh, I didn't realize they were Canadian.
Oh man. They became
awesome.
famous overnight in Canada because they were buskers. They would play on street corners and just like super talented musicians that wrote original songs. They did choreography. And so the city hired them to play New Year's Eve party. It's called First Night. It's non-alcoholic. It's for families. And the city, because it said First Night presents Bare Naked Ladies. And these people go, "We're not bringing our kids to Bare Naked Ladies." And the city forced the city hall into canceling them, even though they were nothing. They weren't bare naked ladies. They were just a bunch of really good musicians that had a funny sense of humor. And then they just all of a sudden milked that. They were just going across Canada, playing on street corners, and then a couple of clubs said, "Hey, why don't you come upstairs and play tonight?" Well, got nothing happening, and they just buzzed from the street up simply because of their name initially, but they had the music to back it up. I never know how much you know about those guys.
You never know how much what?
You guys know about, like, I don't know how big Bare Naked Ladies were in the U.S.
They were big.
Pie,
One week.
week.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, 1 week was really popular.
Yeah. I know it was in a car commercial, so I knew it struck some kind of chord. Yeah. Maestro.
Oh boy. Well, sticking with the older stuff, I didn't realize that the band was a Canadian band.
Yep.
But I'm a big fan of the band.
Nice. Good one.
The Weight and
so many.
No, I like the band. It was funny. Like my dad used to mess with me, and like when the songs, like he would quiz me like on who sang, like the song would come on the radio, and he'd ask me like whatever he was teaching me, and he used to always mess like the Who and the band. Those were the ones that he loved to like make little dad jokes and get on.
Oh, it's like Who's on First. You can go on all night and confusing a kid.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The band.
It's not
the Who.
It's the band. What band is it? The Who. Who? What?
Yeah.
Guess who?
Exactly.
What?
No, the band opens for the Who.
Yeah.
What?
Guess who? Guess who? No,
who?
not the
Who opens for the band? Exactly. Who opens for the band? Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's a good one. The band. When we played in Circus and Flames, we recorded our album in this little tiny house, and it was kind of based on the Bob Dylan album, The Basement Tapes, as well as music from Big Pink, which was a band album, recorded in this pink house in Burlington, Ontario. And our singer Doug was very influenced by the band. So, shout out to the band. Okay, another crazy Canadian fact. We have added some good stuff to the world and some bad stuff, maybe. The second bad one might be an opinionated thing. I'm curious to know what you boys think. The good stuff we have added to the world was one of our doctors, Dr. Frederick Banting, came up with the cure for diabetes, insulin. And it was one of those game changers. It was something like polio, those kind of diseases that people just couldn't wrangle in, and it was gave a lot of people a chance to live. Now, the thing that we also have that's distinctly Canadian, I didn't realize this until a couple of years ago, is what we call the Hawaiian pizza, ham and pineapple. It's very polarizing in the world. Your thoughts?
I like pineapple on my pizza.
You're fucking gross.
There we go!
Fruit does not
I'm going to use the Striper pie chart for this one.
With
half the
the
people like ham and
exception
pineapple,
of
half don't in America.
With the exception of tomatoes being the base of the sauce, technically a fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit does not belong on pizza. Just like nuts do not belong in desserts.
Oh my god.
And
do they not have peanut butter parfaits?
No, peanut butter, like peanut things are okay, but like you don't put walnuts in brownies. No, but more specifically, you should not put vegetables in your cake.
Yeah, carrot cake.
Carrot cake is nasty.
So
that's my favorite cake.
We're gonna throw one at RJ here. You're like RJ. You like your nuts on your chin, not on your brownies.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Now let's make RJ watch the show just so he can see where he got the zinger thrown at him.
I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
You tried the challenge on me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm curious because I'm surprised how polarizing pineapple is on pizza.
It's nasty.
It's just been there my whole life, and it's like, really, some people don't like it. Oh, okay.
I don't want to take a bite like of what I'm expecting to be a nice, greasy, cheesy, you know,
Yeah,
salty pizza, and then
yeah,
just get this mushy, hot chunk of pineapple. Ugh. It's an entirely different flavor that should
yeah.
not be mixed in. And
Well,
yeah,
the odds are, it's 50-50 that one. So it's like, I'm not going to say you're wrong because there's just as many people swear you're right. So,
oh, I'm giving you my
yeah.
opinion. This is
Yeah, no,
all
that's why I was
opinion
curious because
based.
it's an example of something very polarizing. That good topic. The debate goes on. So
Leave your comments and tell us what you think. If you're
that's
watching
right.
this,
Hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to conclude in the comments. This guy's a shitty host. He already forgot Jacques Strap. Like, what an idiot. You don't forget the star, man. You do not forget the talent. Yeah. Donnie's one day gonna be so famous. And he's gonna make, what? He's doing his Oscar speech or getting his humanitarian, his Nobel Prize or whatever. He's gonna say, I remember if one time Pippi didn't fucking put time in a ball on the front. Fuck him. I'm not gonna mention him in my speech. Fuck him. And he'll
I'll let
say,
it slide.
apologies to Canada. Apologies to
Yeah,
Canada. But
it's
I do
Canada
like.
Day, so I'll let it
That's
slide.
right. I'm not gonna mention your most famous person. All right, is it me still or I don't even know. How do you do this, Maestro? I can never keep track.
I usually just kind of like watch in a circle.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but I can't remember. We kind of get off topic here or off topic.
Well, who just went? Because
I
I
don't
think I
know.
followed Jock.
Oh no, I gave you the facts. That's right. So I haven't. I just gave you the pizza fact and the insulin. So
Yeah.
pizza and insulin. Got ham, pineapple, and insulin. Get your sugar. All right, a Canadian band. I'm gonna go with a local girl. I assume she's pretty big in the U.S. I've come to enjoy her more over the years. Nelly Furtado.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
quality performer. Good songwriter.
She was.
She's crossed a lot of genres and worked with some really big players.
She has.
She's like a bird.
Yeah,
She'll only fly away.
that video used to. I hated that song so much when it came out. In a video, she's jumping out of a tree, and it's like, you ain't flying, girl, you're falling. Like, I fell off a roof. I know the difference between flying and landing. You're not like a bird.
Bitch.
Mm. That was a
Your
sensitive one, but
bones
yeah,
aren't hollow.
I like Nelly.
I like Nelly too. He was
Nelly
like
Furtado.
big
Nelly
when I
Furtado,
was in
meant,
high
but yeah.
school.
Nelly.
I know what you meant. I was
Yeah.
just being a smart ass.
I know. Nelly.
Saint Lunatics. For real though, I loved his music when I was in high school. Sorry, keep going.
Oh, hey, Donnie.
Celine Dion.
I was gonna
You
let
must
you
have
have
had
her.
that. You must have had that in the Vegas odds.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't do specific artists or songs tonight. I have scenarios. Hence the mentioning Strange Days.
Donnie's like bubbling like a little schoolgirl on prom night. He's like, I want to say Celine. I want to say Celine. And then finally at the third 48-minute mark, he goes, I gotta say Celine.
Well, I guess that's
I figured
me
he'd go with
next, right?
Bieber first. Yeah.
I actually was
Yeah,
going to say that for
yeah.
last.
Maestro.
Well, I would be remiss if I let. Well, it's already been sundown here, but Mr.
Oh.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh.
Mr. Gordon Lightfoot.
The soundtrack
Gotta
to my
give
dad's
him-
life.
I was trying so hard to let you have him, but you just
No, I'm just
can't let him
trying to
get
bring up
missed.
bands
We
some
got
of you
like
haven't
10
heard of.
minutes left. I couldn't
I know.
let him be missed.
No,
And there's
he's a
still
good
so
rap-
much more
Oh,
that we haven't even.
yeah. We haven't mentioned Rushosaurus or fuck, so many bands.
I've got some good.
RJ would have mentioned Helix. He would have mentioned Helix. I'm gonna give RJ that one. He would have mentioned Helix just because no one's heard of them.
What about that band, Strange Days, eh?
Strange Daisy.
Yeah.
I think it's French. It's Strange Daisy. Or Strange Daisy. I don't know. Oh fuck.
Strange. You gotta ange. You gotta
Strong
ange it up.
orange.
You gotta ange it up. Strange.
Say it with buck teeth. Orange.
Be like you're in Quebec and use your French.
Oh,
Ange.
orange with a H in front.
Strange das. Strange das. The second part's German. Das.
Oh, put an umlaut on it just to fuck it up.
Dase. All right. Strange Dase. There we go.
And then that was
I did Gordon.
You did Gordon. Okay, so I'm gonna go. This one just came to me in my mind. I think it was just funny that a white guy.
Oh
out
wait, you
some
said
really
Helix.
quality. No, I said that earlier just to shout out for RJ.
Oh, okay.
But here's one that I'm gonna throw one out. He's just one of those guys everybody knows, but you don't go, oh yeah, fuck, he was a good Canadian. He wrote some killer hip hop stuff.
Don't say Drake.
No.
Okay, good.
And he had the gall to call his first album 12 Inches of Snow. Snow.
Yeah,
But
I saw
his
that
shit
name.
was good. He was
I saw that
good, man.
name come up in my research, but I don't really know, so I wasn't gonna mention.
Yeah. He was really good. He was like, there was Vanilla Ice and Snow was just like really good. Vanilla Ice was like, oh, okay, it's like, this is catchy and we could dissect it a million ways, but we're still singing it in our head.
Is he the one that does Informer?
Yeah. Yeah, Informer's great. He does it, and even the Jamaicans love that because he speaks the Jamaican tongue in it. And they go, fuck, he even got that right. You fucking guy. Plus, calling an album 12 Inches of Snow is hilarious.
That is.
Mr. Jacques Strap.
Shania Twain.
Yeah, he's been sitting there all giddy holding on to these females.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Shania and Pippi have a link. We both lived within 30 miles of each other during the years 1973 and 74. Her hometown of Timmins, Ontario, and some little shithole pond mosquito fucking farm we lived in called Raymore, Ontario. Yeah. Never came across her. Never heard of her. But
she missed
we
out.
were in the same town. Yeah, she did. She got some of that sweet Pippi action. Actually, she'd have been probably about 2 when I was 10 years old. So, I'm not one of those Geppettos. So, but I'd take her any day now. Shania. Any day from about 1985 on when we first discovered her again.
That was after you discovered yourself, though, right?
That's right. Yeah. Actually, I had some questions about that earlier. We haven't mentioned Blue Chew. Call us. Come on, Canada. Get some Canadian fucking distributorship here, buddies. Mr. Maestro, would you please indulge us?
Well, it's so funny you keep talking about Ontario because my next band is actually formed in Norwood, Ontario, wherever the hell that's at. I looked it up, but 3 Days Grace. I've been jamming the fuck out to their shit for a long time. Riot, Animal I've become, fucking just like you. I hate everything about you. Like, I mean, so many great fucking songs to just fucking scream and rage to. Like, I love 3 Days Grace. Like, they're one of my favorite, like, bands, you know?
And I'm sure, like, I know they're friends of the podcast. They're probably watching going, holy shit, like, yeah, some cool people like us. Like, they're one of those bands that I just know because, I heard it all the time with Sue working it. But I didn't realize that they had that broad appeal. Sometimes I get, lost in what is hype through Sue's work and what is just
they got real popular here in the 2000s.
Yeah.
My research showed that they started in 92. Which I was like, holy shit, they've been around that long. Because when I looked up Canadian artists, and then when I saw them on the list, I was like, holy shit. So I looked them up individually and was like, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've been around a long time. And again, that's a great pick, man. That makes me proud to be Canadian that you hit that one. That's a beauty.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more that we're not even going to get to.
Okay. Well, before we'll do a
For
speed round,
time's
but
sake
before
is
we
what I
do,
mean.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. I mean, we haven't even touched on some huge bands so far. We haven't mentioned
That's what I'm
Sarah
saying. There's a
McLachlan.
lot.
Haven't
We
mentioned
might have
Anne
to give you
Murray,
another week.
Tragically Hip. Oh fuck, you know what? Heck, I'm gonna hit you with one more goofiness of that. Even Canada goes, what the fuck were we thinking? We have a 9-team professional football league. Okay, and
Okay.
6 teams make the playoffs. So that like not making the playoffs is like not making the phone book here. In Canada, we had 2 teams. We had the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Ottawa Roughriders at the same time, existing within the same league for over 30 years with the same nickname, except a hyphen in between it. One was one word, Rough Rider, and the other was Rough hyphen Riders. Like, what the fuck? You only got
How do they
9
roll?
teams. Exactly.
How do the Rough Riders roll?
With or without a hyphen. Depends if you're drinking.
They stop, drop, shut them down,
And
open up
roll.
shop. Whoa.
So, I mean, you only had 9 teams. You couldn't come up with a team called the, I don't know, the Snowballs or something like that. It's Canada. I call them the Wolves.
Yeah, the
Fucking
Arctic Wolves.
Caribou.
You
The Caribou.
took the words out of my mouth. The
Fucking
Mounties.
Rough Riders. Well, I thought of it first, eh? Like I said Rough Rider first. Yeah, but we added a hyphen, eh? Oh, well, I'm sorry, but that's just not good enough. Well, I'm sorry, but I respect that you don't think that's good enough, but I think we're going to go without as one word. So we're going to be green. You guys can be blue, and hopefully people figure it out. See you in the playoffs.
The irony being didn't the term Rough Riders come from Teddy Roosevelt, the American president?
Yeah, exactly. Rough Riders, one of them is a soldier and a cavalry, and the Rough hyphen Riders is cowboys rustling sheep, or wrangling cows, not rustling.
But, yeah, because when people think of cowboys, they think of Canada.
That's right. Sure, everyone talks about the wild
they
Canadian
think
West.
of the Mounties, the
Mounties,
right. Moose, beavers, maple syrup. Like that's the kind of
Shout
stuff
out to
that makes
beavers.
me think of Old County.
I love beavers.
Save a tree, eat a beaver.
Yep.
Listen, Stanford University is named after a cardinal tree. The Cardinals. There's a fucking tree on their emblem.
Yeah.
So, you could have the maple. You have the Maple Leafs in hockey. You could have the maple trees as a Canadian team. Is that a PBR?
No, it's a Grolsch.
Isn't that a Canadian beer?
Pabst Blue Ribbon? No, Pabst is from Milwaukee.
No, what's the Canadian one I'm thinking of?
Molson Canadian?
Labatt Blue.
Or Moosehead?
Labatt.
Labatt's Blue, yeah.
Labatt Blue, that's what I'm thinking of.
See, that's like knowing 3 Days Grace. It's like, fuck. I always assume...
All the way down here in Florida, eh?
No, most people know Moosehead or Molson Canadian. It's Labatt's Blue. It's like, that's what our parents drank. We had 2 choices of beer growing up. There was Molson Canadian, Labatt's Blue, and my dad drank Blue.
I used to see them here, the grocery store. They have it here in the grocery store. Maybe not right now because people are stupid, but
God damn it, that's a beautiful nod to Canada. You boys are fucking honorary Canadians, except for that insurrectionist RJ.
I'd say you're an honorary American, but I don't think you want that title at the moment.
Not the worst thing I've been called. Fuck, I get called worse things at the dog park.
All right, shout out to the dog park. Whose turn? My turn?
I think it was Jacques.
I'll go with Triumph.
Ooh!
They were going to be in my honorable mentions. I did have them.
I told you my Mike Levine story, right? I think I told that a few months ago.
Did you?
The basis for Triumph. I was a Rush fan, and Triumph was the other 3-piece power band from Canada. I'll make this one short because we're going long. And, there was Rush fans and Triumph fans. And when Triumph got in Rolling Stone or Circus Magazine, Mike Levine, the bassist player, said, he goes, I predict we'll overtake Rush within 2 years as the biggest band from Canada in the world. And then I met Mike Levine years later when Sue was working for a company and he was a record rep with another company. And I said, "Hey, you're from Triumph, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "So did you guys ever overtake Rush?" And he just looks down and he goes, "Fuck." He goes, "I can't believe you remember that." And he goes, "That quote haunts me, man." He goes, "It was in bold print." And he just like chucks shit at me for remembering it. But Triumph, they were fucking good, man. Wicked guitar player too, Rick Emmett, I think was his name. Lay it on the line.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm.
Lay it on the line. Lay it
Okay,
on the line now.
Maestro, you're on a roll.
Oh, going back to my high school days.
Does they?
I was a big fan.
Were they
This
strong,
is a
Jay Dazzler?
twofer. This is a twofer here. I was a big
Do it.
fan-ish of the band Sum 41, who is inevitably tied to Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she married the dude and from the band, and they're
Yeah.
all Canadians. Eh?
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I liked their videos. I thought the song was kind of funny. The
Nice.
two that were very popular, In Too Deep and what's the other one?
That live.
Fat Lip. That's right. Fat
Yeah.
Lip.
And Avril's, you know, she stands the test of time. You know,
Yeah, because
we all grow up.
She fell in love with a skater boy.
She
And
did.
said, "See
But
you
she
later" to the
plagiarized-
other boys.
But she plagiarized a Japanese pop song doing so and lost all the royalties to that song.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Uh, Skater
Either
Boy's
way.
a rip-off of a Jap pop song. Huh? All right. Well,
I guess you should start the honorable mentions, right? Because that's
yeah. Okay. Well, you went with
what I
Okay,
would
I'm
do.
just gonna say let's go polarizing again. I gotta hand it to this band because we all know their fucking songs and we sing along with them when no one's looking, and then you feel like a real shit going, "Fuck! I can't believe I just sang that Drek." And that's
If
not
you're
Drake.
gonna say the one that I've avoided all night,
Tickle
wait.
Sack, Nickelback.
Nah, fuck them.
No, they're absolutely awful. They're like Creed. You fucking
Yeah, they don't
can't
even deserve
stand
to
everything
get
about them.
mentioned.
But it's like shit, man. I know their songs and I've sung along to them behind, and sometimes their music you just crank it. It's like, God damn it.
I don't sing along.
And their
to it.
videos,
It's
they look
awful.
like they're having fun. It's like, God damn it, you guys. Can't you just be the assholes we think you are?
No thanks.
And again, he was married to Avril Lavigne, Chad Kroger.
He was? Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Gross.
Well, that ended on a bum note.
Any other honorable mentions? Because that's not
Simple
very
Plan.
honorable.
Simple Plan, yeah, from Victoria. Let's go with. Okay, I gotta say this. Streetheart. Nobody's heard of this band. You guys probably never will. But in Canada, they were synonymous, or April Wine too, synonymous with
I've heard of
summer
April Wine.
carnivals that made their way across Canada every summer. These bands would headline big shows as part of the summer carnival every year. Streetheart, great rock and roll band. And yeah, April Wine, unbelievable band.
Right on.
That's the soundtrack of a lot of 70s rec room activities.
Oh.
Yeah. And again, you got like Sarah McLachlan's Monster. She made fucking Lilith Fair. Like, that's a stamp on the world. And, we haven't even mentioned her. And there's so many, I could mention the bands I played in as being really good. They influenced famous people. And, yeah, I'm still not doing justice to so many good Canadian musicians.
Well, I would like to shout out that I learned that singing the band that sings Signs, 5-man electrical band, I did not realize they were Canadian.
From Ottawa, Les
But
Emerson.
that's pretty damn cool. And I cannot remember if somebody said it or not, but Red Rider.
Oh, yeah.
And
Good call.
not a huge fan of their music, a little too heavy for me, but Finger 11 was in my
Yeah.
honorable mention shout outs. That'll do.
If we have if my friends in Vancouver watch this are gonna say, "Why the fuck didn't you mention this band? Christ, how could you forget this?" Like I'm gonna get shit for the bands I mentioned. But you guys mentioned some great bands that I'm really impressed and surprised that have made it beyond our border, and
Oh yeah,
it makes me proud to be Canadian and part of the Canadian music system.
he's proud to be
Yeah.
a Canadian.
Canadian man. So, do we do last words? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Mr. Jacques Strap, why don't you hit us with your last words?
So I got a joke from
Sorry.
my
Bad
daughter.
tasteless joke.
I got a joke from my daughter. Her joke is,
Too soon?
what do ghosts call hamburgers? Hamburgers. Hamburgers.
Ah.
Okay, I got a joke for her. Why is the barn so noisy? Because the cows have horns.
And then I shout out to my nephew who had a birthday on Wednesday, and my niece's birthday is tomorrow. So shout out to them.
Shout
Oh,
out.
and then one more thing.
Shout out.
I tried boiled peanuts.
Is it good?
Listen,
I like them.
okay, I was gonna say they're only good if they're hot. There's a
Yeah.
reason why they're called hot boiled peanuts. You should get
That's
the
what-
Cajun kind sometime. Those are so fucking good. Oh my god, they're so good.
I hear some of my
Listen.
most favorite chefs rave about boiled peanuts, hot boiled peanuts.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And nothing beats a big styrofoam cup of them from the gas station.
Get
I'm
out.
telling you, here in Florida, you could go to any fucking gas station and you're gonna have 2 pots, a regular and a Cajun style, 2 pots of hot boiled peanuts in every damn gas station here.
I'm going Cajun.
Oh, I love the Cajun too, but you know, wife and kids like them too, and older kids are with me with the Cajun. Younger
And you know what
kids are with
Cajun
the
is,
wife
right?
and
You know what
this
Cajun is
regular.
from? People that were
well,
run out of northern Canada or southern Canada, the French that were run down south, the Acadians. They were just shortened to Cajuns. The Cajuns.
who mixed with Haitians and made Creole.
Yes. Oh, God damn it! That's.
I
a
used to
gift,
work
isn't it?
with a guy in a kitchen. He was like the chef. I was his like expo guy, and he was Haitian. Well, he was like Creole Haitian. Like he spoke that like Creole French dialect Haitian. I used to love listening to him talk. He would say the craziest shit too.
You know the
I like his
Sultans.
accent.
They play Creole, real Creole. Sultans swing. No.
Do your closing thoughts because I got a special closing thoughts.
All right, I'm just gonna go with. I'm proud of my country. I'm proud of our. You know, I was a military kid growing up. I worked in a couple of. I worked as a civilian with the military. I worked on radar stations. I worked on engineering designs with them, and this was back when Canadians we were known as being peacekeepers, and that was like the whole Canadian thing until I guess it was the Somalian War where Canada came in as backup and we started firing guns again. But we were always, you know, kind of had blue helmets and were with the UN. And I'm still proud of my country. We add a lot to the world. You know, we fuck up a lot like anyone else. We have growing pains. You know, we've only been around 160 years. So, what are you guys hitting 250 this year? You know, you've had a lot more time with a lot more technology to make mistakes than we did, you know, and I'm sure we're going to catch up in the mistake department. And people love to gloss on Canada, but we're just, you know, like everyone else. Like you guys, you're not, you know, the way America's personified in the world. You're good people, and it's America's right now. Both sides don't want a war, yet for some reason there is one, and then it boggles the mind. It doesn't reflect the citizens of its flag, and that makes me sad. And but I know Americans are good people. I know if push ever comes to shove, you guys are right here at the border with us, standing by us, and I know that we'll be right there with you guys. And yeah, it's who we are.
Hand in hand, we can work together.
So I'm proud to be Canadian. And of course, crisis lines 988 across the world. If you need to talk to someone, please do. That's not a Canadian thing. It's
That's
a
a
universal
national
thing.
number. It can be used in Canada, U.S., or Mexico.
Yeah. So yeah, always know there's an ear there for you, because we're all better than what the world seems to see us all as, and let's talk to each other, and all of a sudden we'll realize we are the strength.
Yeah. You'll get a Canadian call center. They'll say, "What you
Oh,
call
and-
to say, eh? You okay?"
Call me a Buchu.
Yeah, there you go.
Maestro. Would go back to you.
My closing thoughts in true Canadian fashion here. I'm going to take
You
us out.
apologize?
Nope. I'm going to take us out with your.
Oh no, you're gonna do it.
This is public domain. I can actually do it with no copyright issue.
I think you should have played the Las Vegas version, where the guy sings "Oh Christmas Tree" to it.
Yeah, that was funny.
I feel like I just won a gold medal. You know what? This show ran longer because we did it in metric.
That's exactly what it was. We did a metric. All right. With that, we say good night. We'll see you next
Good night
Saturday.
from us,
And if you
knuckleheads.
didn't like
We love
this
you all.
episode, blame Canada.
Good night, Sue.